Enemy Within. Uh, XCOM 2 was just announced just recently at E3, or maybe a little bit before E3. Anyway, XCOM 2 coming out later this year, so I'm going to play XCOM Enemy Within yet again, because just watching the demos of XCOM 2 got me excited to play the game again. So let's go ahead, single player, classic. I'm not doing impossible because I want to have fun. Advanced options. I like the tutorial. Operation Progeny. We're gonna do all this stuff. Iron Man. Shit, you gotta have Iron Man mode. Second wave damage roulette is awful. Never do that. New economy. I don't like that one. Not created equally. I love that. Rookies have random stats. Hidden potential. I love that. Training roulette. This is awesome. If you've never played with this, it sounds super scary because you're used to having your soldiers and you used to be able to predict what they can do when they level up. But this adds such another dimension to your soldiers. It's pretty cool. Because what it does is it randomizes, not completely, but in several ways, it randomizes the upgrades they can get. So they can get upgrades from other classes. And it's really interesting to see how some of them can merge together. Save scum, nope. Red fog, I hate that. Absolutely critical. Flanking shots will guarantee a critical hit. I'm going to take that one off. Greater good. Secrets of psionics can only be learned by interrogating. I like that. I like making the game harder. I don't want Iron Man. I don't want impossible mode, but I want it a little harder. Marathon, I like long games. I'm be stuck with this. Sorry. Results driven. Countries will offer less funding. Panic. I hate that. No. Randomized. It sounds good, randomized, but it can really jack up the flow of the game, of the narrative. Because sometimes the narrative will help you out. You know, when you get off track, when you start losing some battles, they'll send you some stuff through the rewards. So we'll leave that the way it is. No, more than human. Psionic gift is extremely rare. Yes, I like that. No, I don't want to give them a shot. Aiming angles. This is important. You gotta have the aiming angles. Because units receive an aim bonus the closer they are to flanking an enemy. This just makes sense in the world. Something they should have had to begin with. So here we go. And mine hates matters. Genetically modified soldiers can't have psi testing. I like that too, because again, makes things a little harder, a little more difficult. So you have to choose either upgrading your soldiers genetically or upgrading them psionically. And to me that just makes sense. You got your psi troopers, you got your gene troopers, and never the twain shall meet. So here we go. Looks like we are ready. Oh, they clicked off the tutorials, I think because I chose Iron Man. Who cares? Alright, start game. I like the tutorials, but not that much. So XCOM is a great strategy game, turn-based game. If you never played it before, you should play it. I'm going to check the volume here by listening to the cutscene a little bit. I'm playing the Xbox 360 because that's how I roll. Alright, the volume sounds pretty good. Pretty creepy opening sequence. I mean, these people are stupid. Something crashes to Earth. It's weird, alien. I'm not touching it. Maybe you would, but not me. This guy, like that guy. Feel path in life. You know, he's paying for it. That guy's smarter. I'm like a mother. Oops. Didn't help though. Should have ran at the beginning instead of at the end. Now you're covered in creepy stuff. Gonna get dissected and probed. See, look at what is that green stuff? Like immobilizes them, transport, thin men like sticking needles in them and stuff. Bruce. played the game, you see what happens to people, kind of.
Hello, Commander.
Hello.
In light of the recent extraterrestrial incursion, this Council of Nations has convened to approve the activation of the XCOM project. You have been chosen to lead this initiative, to oversee our first and last line of defense. Your efforts will have considerable influence on this planet's future.
Better.
We urge you to keep that in mind as you proceed.
The Sky Ranger. That's your troop ship, the Sky Ranger.
Good luck, Commander.
I wish you'd give me more than one Sky Ranger. I mean, I know it's a cool ship, but I mean, there can't be just one on the whole Earth. But, you know, I'm not going to quibble with that. You got to do it for game mechanics. Otherwise, you'd be sending Sky Rangers everywhere. Let's see. So, choosing your base location. Each base location has its own bonuses. And they kind of make sense in a way. Like North America, you think about it, we got great military industrial complex, especially when it comes to airplanes and satellites and stuff like that. So you get a 50% purchase bonus. Whenever you buy one, it costs 50% less. Europe is interesting. You get 50% cost reduction on laboratories and workshops. And I guess you think about Europe, you got a lot of smart people over there, a lot of scientists. You know, CERN is over there, CERN laboratories and all that kind of stuff. So that makes sense. Asia, future combat. So projects in the Foundry and Officer Training School. This is when it kind of starts to break up a little bit. Although, I guess manufacturing is becoming big over in Asia. You got Japan as part of Asia, so they got robotics and all that kind of cool stuff. I think your base actually ends up being in China if you choose Asia. But you get bonuses on the Foundry and Officer Training School, which those are really helpful. And Asia has 4 countries in its continent, so you don't have to. It's less countries you have to take in order to get their bonus. South America is, you know, just sort of playing off of some interesting old stereotypes of, you know, I think they're actually playing off of maybe like Nazi scientists moving to South America after World War II, because they've got the "We have ways" bonus, where autopsies and interrogations are completed instantly. I don't know what that really has to do with South America. Like, do they really like have great ways to interrogate and torture people in South America? Do they have scientists who do autopsies on people in South America? Not that I know of. And then Africa, XCOM funding increased by 30%. I don't know. That doesn't seem like a very African kind of thing. Like when you think about the African continent, you don't think, boy, those guys are rolling in money. You know, I mean, no offense, but that's not exactly what the first thing you think of when you think of Africa. Anyway, this is just a game. I don't like a lot of these. I almost never take South America or Africa. I usually take either Europe, North America, and Asia. See, Asia's helpful later in the game because you don't really get you have to build the Foundry and you have to build the Officer Training School. Europe is kind of the least helpful because you don't really need laboratories and workshops to win the game. I mean, they're helpful, but you know, on the other hand, you need the Foundry, you need the Officer Training School if you're going to win the game. You need those things. The other thing you need planes and you need satellites to win the game. So that's why I normally take North America, because I live in North America and I think they've got the best bonus. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take Asia. I'm going to take Future Combat because I'm playing a longer game, so hopefully this will help me out in the long run. Here we go. Asia.
Australia has sent a
Alright,
number of requests for
rookie
assistance,
squad.
so that's our next drop site. We've picked up a local broadcast indicating alien activity within a
Brisbane,
major
Australia.
metropolitan area. We should get down there and eliminate any hostiles.
Tip, always flank enemies if possible. They are easy to hit and score criticals against. Yes, that is very true. Let's launch the mission, neutralize all the aliens. Blow them up real good.
Strike one, this is Central. You are free to engage all hostile contacts in the AO. Don't take any chances.
Alright, Central. I'm gonna turn up the voice volume a little bit. Alright, so here's my squad of rookies. This is the old Quickie Mart mode. Ah, there's the first meld canister. If you're unfamiliar with meld, it's a new thing for the expansion Enemy Within. And basically it's this weird alien substance that you can use to upgrade your soldiers and give them crazy new abilities or turn them into like cyber soldiers and put them inside giant mech armor. So it's helpful. It's stuff you need to get. You don't honestly need it to win the game. You could probably win it without it, but it's fun. I mean, that's the big thing about meld is it lets you create really cool, fun troopers and mechs and neat stuff. Let's do that. We're going 2x2 cover formation.
Getting it done.
Getting it done. Jahwir. Put you in
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Rose. Who are you? Shannon Rose. Let's check you out. You're That's who you are. We'll just put you over here.
I'm rolling.
You are rolling.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
So one of the things they did by putting this meld in the game is it makes you a little more aggressive. It makes you go after these things. Because you see I've only got 3 turns to get this one. And I don't know if they time it out based on how close it is to your proximity, but you usually have between like 3 and 12 turns to get meld canisters. See, there's the other one, so I still got 5 turns left on that. But that's gonna make me have to change my ways, because that's a deadly little hallway to go down. I usually go down the right side of this map. It's a little more open over here. You got this pod to hide behind. You in Overwatch. Soto Roberts, what's your deal? Ooh, you got some good will, but he's got a lot of offense going on. Alright. Let's put you in full cover.
It's go time.
And we found some go time. Alright, so they're gonna make getting that meld tricky. So the thing you don't really want to do in XCOM is once you find an enemy, you don't want to kind of spread out, because you'll just end up triggering more enemies. So what you really want to do in XCOM is bring all your firepower to bear, but do it in a way that doesn't spread your team out and trigger more enemies. Cause see, I would run up here, but then I got a chance of triggering enemies over here in this dark zone, and I don't want to do that. My rookie squad, they can't handle multiple aliens right now, cause they suck.
Moving out.
All right, Rose from the US of A. Overwatch. Ooh, good shot. This thing sometimes in XCOM. Oh snap! I triggered new ones anyway because they sometimes wander around the map. Alright, so he's gonna buff his buddy with a little mind-controlled action. Oh, oh, he's gonna shoot at me. Ow, he's gonna hit me. Ow! Jang for 4. See, now if you're playing on Iron Man, or not Iron Man, if you're playing on Impossible mode, that guy would be dead. Because I think your soldiers only have 3 or 4 hit points on Impossible mode. Really, really want to throw a grenade, but it's not going to do any good if I can't reach the guy in the back. I still need to get to that meld, but you are jacked in the jackhole. Alright, so I'm going to move Roberts up here.
Solid copy.
Gonna be in the line of fire some of these people, but I can throw a grenade at this guy and kill 2 for 1. Because in classic mode, when an alien is mind controlling another alien or buffing them, when you kill that originating alien, it kills the other one. I don't think that happens. Either it doesn't happen in Impossible mode or it doesn't happen in the Long War mod. I forget which one. Boom. He goes down. Down goes Alien Frazier.
Roger that.
Run. Bringing up a second attack team here. Excuse me. I need somebody to go after that meld. I guess I'll send Rose after the meld. It's gonna be dangerous though. This might be a situation where I just have to be happy with 1 canister of meld because I got at least, I think there are at least 4 more guys back here, and probably God knows how many more after that. There's between like 4 and 10 guys back here. So I really don't want to go running up and being all cray cray. Jackhole. Alright, let's just make some decisions here. Let's put Rose here? Question
Stepping
mark.
off.
Stepping off. Steppenwolf. And you are badly injured, Soto, so we'll put you in full cover. Hopefully nobody's gonna shoot at you. Alright, got some more mind tricky going on here. Oh, you're stupid. You're slightly less stupid. Yeah.
I'm all right.
Missed. 25% shots, no good. 30, 70. No, he's got a grenade left, right? She's got a grenade left too. All right, we got grenades up the wazoo. All right, so you're gonna take your 70% shot at this cracker on Overwatch, and you're gonna kill him. Good job. What percent do you get? 30. That's not. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a grenade on this Cracker Joe over here. This one. There's something about this soda machine that gives you nothing to shoot at. I don't know what the deal is, but anyway. Grenade this guy to get rid of his cover. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that, because that's going to set all those cars ablaze.
That thing's gonna blow.
Alright, well, that wasn't as bad as I thought. I'm glad I didn't have anybody. Because I've done that before, where I've had guys next to these cars, and you blow up one, and it blows up both. Alright. And so you essentially blow up your own self. Alright, so now we got a 74% shot at this guy. Let's take that. I should have pulled out my pistol, though. Boom, down
Hostiles
goes
pacified.
Frazier again. Bring up Rose.
I'm on the move.
Oh, she's got a shot at somebody. 20%. That ain't no good. That ain't no good. So put her on
Roger. I've got
Overwatch.
my eyes on.
This guy's gonna have to move. Nope, he's gonna shoot.
No! For the love of God, get me
Oh,
out of here!
panic. One guy down, one guy panic. Who are you shooting at? Do not shoot at Rose, you
Whoa!
jack nugget. Oh, now you've panicked Rose. Right? No. Or have you? No, Rose is a friggin' rock. Alright, so we got Rose and Roberts. Somebody's gonna have to make a dash for the meld if we're gonna get it. I could move Roberts out here and he could take a shot at Alien Boy, and then Rose could run for the meld. Let's give
Yes,
it a
Commander.
try. Anybody else out there? So seems like there might be just one left. Ugh, 20% shot. I wish I had some suppression action going on. 20% shot is not good enough, so I'm gonna put him
Come
on
get some.
watch. Move Rose up to the meld. Hopefully there's nobody sneaky off to the right.
Hauling ass.
Alright, Rose, you haul that ass. Yeah, okay. Oh,
Commander,
shit!
It would be preferable if we attempted to retrieve those canisters rather than destroying them.
Good work out there, Strike One.
If I may, Commander, the labs are on high alert. Teams are standing by for your orders. We can begin researching the newly recovered artifacts immediately.
Thank you, Dr. Valen. So yeah, the apparently the van was on fire. I didn't realize that. So I'm glad I didn't run up to the van. I ran up one square short of the van next to the meld canister. So that blew up. But I lost a guy, got a cannon and a meld. So what you gotta understand in XCOM is your guys are gonna die. It's just, you can't, unless you save scum, you can't stop your guys from dying. So, alright, let's fly back in the Sky Ranger.
Commander to the research labs.
Commander! That's me. I like the little no alien sign on the side of their ship. The Sky Ranger.
Welcome to XCOM HQ, Commander. I'm Central Officer Bradford.
Oh, sorry, I skipped him. I was trying to up his volume again. Alright, so we got some squaddies to promote. Rose did not get promoted, but Reuben Roberts with the run and gun. So he's an assault class. Now, I have these guys
Commander to
set
the
on
research
random
labs.
skills, but the
Commander
first
to the
skill
research
in their
labs.
class is always set. So if you're an assault, you're always going to get the run and gun skill. So that's cool. Next guy, Ricky Ali Jawahir. Alright, support class. He's got the smoke grenades. Goody. Now normally what I do, ooh, got a medal already. Normally what I do is I
Commander to the research labs.
Right.
Commander to the research
Right.
labs.
Normally I Rename
The
all my
recovered
guys.
artifacts are being unloaded, and the research team is waiting your orders. We'll get started as soon as you give the order, Commander.
Thank you. These people would stop interrupting me. Normally, I change all my soldiers' names to the squad of soldiers from the movie Aliens. But I'm not going to do that because we've already established some names here. We got Rose.
Commander to the research labs.
Awahir,
Commander to the research
whatever.
labs.
So we're going to keep these guys. Let them keep their names. Okay, this tells us what we got. We can now research xenobiology, weapon fragments, alien materials, and meld. We got some corpses, we got some weapon fragments, and we got some meld.
Commander, you can now honor our soldiers by awarding them medals for accomplishments you deem appropriate. You can view and award medals in the barracks.
Alright, I'm going to turn up those voice volumes again. I like hearing him talk. I don't know if you do, but I do. Alright, so let's go to the research station.
Hello, Commander. My name is Dr. Valen. I oversee the research labs. This is where all of XCOM's research and development takes place. We have already begun analyzing the artifacts recovered from our first encounter with the aliens. Based on our preliminary findings, we believe we can use them to develop some new equipment for our soldiers. With
good.
your approval, we will begin research immediately.
Would I not approve that? That sounds like a good thing. Dr. Valen.
Commander to engineering.
People kind of
Commander to
didn't like
engineering.
her accent because it's clearly an English lady pretending to be a German lady. But whatevs. Alright, let's start the research team. I never want to do xenobiology because it's like, no, I don't know. It's the story. It's the part that moves the story along the most because you can grab the aliens and interrogate them and move the story along. But I don't want to do that. So weapon fragments, the first thing you get from weapon fragments is a scope, which is handy if you got like snipers and stuff. Alien materials, you get the bulletproof vest, which is handy. It gives your soldiers a couple extra hit points, maybe one extra hit.
Commander to engineering.
Meld.
Commander to engineering.
Meld is the crazy stuff. Upgrade your soldiers, you can create mechs. That stuff is fun. It's not extremely, well, maybe it is helpful. I don't know.
Commander to engineering. Commander to engineering.
Alright. So I played this game like a billion times and I still never know where to start. I never decide, like, this is the best path. You do this and this and this. I don't like playing that way, so I won't play that way. So let's go with alien materials.
Seems the complexities of our latest research projects are overwhelming the current staff. I hope you'll consider seeking out additional scientists to bolster the team.
I'll do that. Because apparently, you look down at the bottom of the screen there, we've got 5 scientists. So we're trying to save the world with 5 scientists. I think you can see 4 of them on screen right now. And you see Dr. Valen. I don't know if she counts as a scientist, but you got 2 guys there, 1 guy in the background. That's all. That's it. That's all we got. So, alright, let's go to engineering. Check out this dude.
Ah, Commander. I was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Welcome to engineering. Anything they can dream up in the research labs, we can build it here. Speaking of which, Dr. Valen has just sent us some new schematics. With your approval, we will begin fabrication.
That guy's got kind of a weird accent, too. I mean, I think he's supposed to be American. Like,
Commander to mission control.
maybe,
Commander to mission control.
I don't know, like a professor or something, because he talks all proper. But, I don't know. He sounds weird, too. They all sound weird. Everybody's weird. Weird! Let's build some stuff. You know, can't build much. That's all we got. We got 190 bucks. Costs 200 to build a satellite. Oh, I'm not in America! God damn it! Damn it! See, in America, you can buy a satellite, like, right off the bat. And that's cool, because I like doing that. That's what you got to do. Because if you look at your situation... Oh, they don't let you look at the situation room off the bat. What is going on? Alright, they want me to go to mission control, so I'll go to mission control. Scan for activity. Abduction sites. All right.
Commander, we've picked up multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
So this is the classic XCOM choice here. Do you go for engineers, which help you build things and make things less costly to build? Do you go for straight cash homie, which, you know, this is basically the price of a satellite right here. I'm looking at $200. Or do you go for scientists, and they help you research things more quickly? And we already heard from Dr. Valen saying she needs more people. She's only got 5 people. So I don't know if XCOM does this on purpose, but they seem to put the thing that would be most helpful as the highest challenge. So they're basically saying, you know, I kind of need engineers and I kind of need money, but what I really need is scientists. But it's difficult, and I've got a squad of rookie losers. So do I take my squad of rookie losers onto a difficult mission right off the bat? I don't know. And then the other thing you have to look at is the panic level. So I think each time you don't choose to go to a place, they raise by either 1 or 2 panic level. So, you know, you look at the United States. If I don't choose this one, they're probably going to go up to panic level 4, which is not good. Same here, but they're only going to go up to panic level 3, which still isn't good, but it's not terrible. So my choice, I'm probably going to go straight cash, homie, with Nigeria. Alright, so before we do this, I'm going to buy a med kit for my support class guy. Because I don't have enough money to buy. I don't have enough money to buy a satellite anyway, so buy a med kit. $50 for a med kit. It's so crazy to see these early game prices, because in you know, when you play other games, by the time you get in late game, a med kit costs like $12. And again, that's based on like how many engineers you have. You have like, by the end of the game, you have like 60 some engineers. So stuff is really cheap. And also, if you build facilities, let's look at the facilities right now. Our base is pretty empty. All we've got is our satellite uplink. Got nothing else. I can spare $10 to excavate that. So this is your base. You build stuff in these empty places here, and any place that's not empty, you gotta excavate it out. Now this is cool. I like having these steam vents here, because I usually like to put my power generation on the right side. You know, I try to make sure everything is built kind of uniformly, because you get bonuses for putting like buildings next to each other. So you get like science facilities next to science facilities, they get a bonus. You get power facilities next to power facilities, they get a bonus. So I build like a basic generator here in this site that I'm excavating, and then a little later I can build a steam generator there, and then a steam generator there, and I'll have like tons of power. So I'll be cool with the power situation going on in the future. Now what's cool is if you back out of this, and you can see your base as you swoop in here. Back out, you can actually take a little tour of your base, and you can see here's the pre-generated stuff. You got your hangar, you got your globe room here where you track all your threats. You got there's your central officer Bradford guy right there. And they XCOM 2 has just revealed that he's in the next game. Like, he escaped after XCOM was defeated, because most people who play this game lost their very first game. I think that's fairly universal. If you played on classic or impossible mode, chances are you lost your first mission or your first playthrough. So XCOM they sort of took that as the canon to say, look, most people lost, so we're just gonna continue the story as if everybody lost. So in XCOM 2, the aliens have taken over Earth, and XCOM is on the run. But Central Officer Bradford here survived, and he's the one that's sort of like organizing all the little resistances around the world back into XCOM. At least that's what everybody thinks. We do know he's in the game. We do know he's going to be your new Central Officer. So, I mean, that makes sense. And there's all your little XCOM guys looking at the radars and stuff. I mean, they put a lot of detail into this. And then you've got, here's your weapons locker. You know, when your guys mount up and gather their equipment, you see them in here. Got some shotguns and pistols, assault rifles, some grenades and stuff on the table, sniper rifles, rocket launchers. You got all kinds of cool stuff. Here's the council world chamber. Right now we're looking good. Everybody's in the green. Here's what I assume is your office. You got like a safe and some monitors and junk and a cabinet of some sort. And then here we got the squad barracks. You know, they got a pool table. They're chilling out. They got some drinks. They got coffee. Looks like a video game over there. They're looking good. And down here you got your exercise room. You got to keep your troops in top physical condition. You're running on treadmills and lifting weights and junk, whatnot. See, over here you got your weights. Do some reps. And down below it's party time over here. Look, this guy's eating imaginary food. Can't, yeah, like a little biohazard sticker because they're funny. Got a bar there. You got it's like 5 beers on tap. That's pretty good. You got to look at all those liquor bottles. You got a big screen TV, some comfy chairs, dartboards, tables. There's another pool table. Cool stuff. Sometimes you got soldiers hanging out in these hallways over here, just like chilling, talking to each other maybe. So that's the pre-stuff that you get. Oh, there's also the medical bay. So your wounded soldiers hang out in here, or they're getting their physicals or whatever. There's always a couple people in here, whether you got people injured or not. There's always somebody. I think I do have a soldier injured. So yeah, let's check the barracks. Let's see. Let's look at our soldiers. Here's the 3 who survived the first mission. Roberts here and Rose, Shannon Rose. 2 guys from the USA. Nobody from Asia though. Anyway, do we have anybody injured? No, nobody's injured. So we had the 1 guy die. So we can go here and view the memorial. Look at the dead guy. Rookie Sergio Soto died on Operation Spectral Dawn. Plasma pistol from a sectoid got him. But he did manage to gather some meld. Oh, that's right. We've got a medal. We've got some medals. So let's hand out the medals. Defender's medal. So we assign the ability. Never panic as a result of allies getting killed. I love that medal. So we're going to assign this. Now, I want to give this to Rose because she didn't panic when everybody else around her was panicking. But she doesn't really need it. If she didn't panic, that means she doesn't need it because, you know. And I think Roberts... Alright, let's look at these guys. Back up. View soldiers. So you can give these medals to anybody. You don't have to have any rhyme or reason to giving them medals, but I like to. So let's look at Roberts. Ruben Roberts. He's got 58 will. He's pretty good. 3 kills. I mean, he's medal worthy. Let's see who's next. There's here. So he's only got 39 will, but 73 aim. You know, he's a guy to. You don't want him panicking in battle because he's a good shot. And Rose only has 31. So I was gonna give it to Rose. So let's give it to Rose because she didn't panic. She could have panicked. She's got kind of low will, but she didn't. So she deserves a medal for that. Right, Shannon Rose. We appreciate all that you've done in service of mankind. Here's a shiny pin for your blouse. Thank you. Salute. Yes, we are proud of Shannon Rose. Okay, so let's see. Still going through the facilities here. We saw Dr. Valen's little laboratory and her 5 scientists. And here's the engineering bay. There's old dude. I played this game a zillion times and I can't remember this old dude's name. Anyway, he's got his, probably has 5 engineers too. So then you get down to the part of the base that you saw on the map that was all sort of unbuilt, and that's what you see here. You see like these little caverns. There's our satellite connection. Got our satellite engineers in there. And so in order to put more satellites in the sky, you gotta have these little satellite control rooms to control the satellites. So you have to build more of these rooms in order to build more satellites. I think it's 2 per satellite room, but they get bonuses for being next to each other, so you always build these next to each other. And here's the one that we're excavating right now. It's just gone dark. And here's the one next to it that's pre-excavated. And again, this one's not excavated either, so it's just dark. See here are the steam tunnels. So I'm going to put my steam generators there. There's another steam tunnel. Maybe I'll put a generator there if I need it, but probably not. So it's cool. It's neat. So as you build these out, they'll actually change, and they'll put buildings in these empty rooms. So it's cool. All right. Did I ever do what I'm meant to do? Did I ever buy this guy a med pack? Yeah, I did. So your equipment is pretty limited early in the game. Gosh, stop it. Your equipment is pretty limited early in the game. You just got basic stuff. Assault rifles. No armor. It's just all boring stuff. The assault class is the one class right now that you got a choice. You can choose between shotgun or assault rifle. Shotgun is very close range. You can see the effective range is short, but it does more damage, more critical. 3 to 5 base, 6 to 8 critical, 20% critical chance. As opposed to the assault rifle, 2 to 4 damage, 10% critical, and 5 to 7 critical damage. So, shotgun, if you've got the run and gun skill and you can run up and blow stuff away, then why not use the shotgun? Because it does a little more damage, a little better critical chance. It's cool. And he's only got 64 aim anyway, so it's not like he's going to be standing back sniping people. That's going to be Ali Jawahir's job. Alright. So, yeah. We should go on our mission. I don't know if I want to keep recording this or do I want to break it up. I'll break it up. Let's break it up. See you.